Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a short tutorial on how I coffee dye my pages. So a lot of you guys have asked me how I get them so dark and so grungy looking. And so today that's that's what I'm gonna show you guys today. So as you guys can see, I do have my pan full of coffee water. Sorry for the bowl. I couldn't find my pan, so I just had to replace it with something else. So the way that I do my coffee is I go ahead and steam the water enough to be right before it starts boiling. That's the point where I put in the coffee and then let it boil for about 5-10 minutes. Turn off the heat and let it sit for about another 10 minutes, and then I go ahead and pour it into my pan. Now, if I didn't want my pages so dark, I would have done it right after I poured it into my bowl. But since I do like my pages a little bit more dark and grungy looking, I do let the coffee water sit overnight, and that gives it a darker effect on the pages. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I do it. So what I do, I think everybody who does this does it differently, but I kind of just am not, trying to do it any particular way. I don't take care of the pages really. I don't mind if they tear, and when I fold it and I make it into that effect, it gives it those little markers to indent even more. Once I finish, I just lay it out and you can see that it's kind of creased, and I get some and I continue to pour a little bit on top so that when it dries, it has that extra coffee and it gives it that stain look. And I do the rest the very same way. So I don't really have a technique. I'm pretty sure a lot of people do it the same way. If they have, I haven't seen it. This is just what I picked up. And I don't mind that it overlays. It does give it that extra little illusion when it dries up. And even if you wanted to, as it's drying, if you want to fold it, some of my pages do have a couple folds in it, and I actually like it. So I actually fold it to where it dries like that, and it'll actually give it a little bit more grunginess to the journal. And yeah, if you didn't want to do so many creases on it, you didn't really have to. You can be a little bit more careful with the pages and then just kind of like do something like that. And the same thing. So it's two different things you can do. One that's very I guess crunched together, and then one that's just gonna get it to where, I hope you guys can see that very well. Oh. That's the difference between the two pages. It really is on preference. So as you guys can see, I am not very careful on how I place them. I do place them kind of scattered all around. I don't place them flat, and for that purpose is why they come out with darker areas than others. So the next step to this whole process, I did just pile on all the pages that I coffee dyed, and the next thing we will do is literally grab from the container of coffee and splat. I already went ahead and did this, just a little example there with this one. Put it to the side and literally wait maybe like 30 minutes. It should be fully dry. As you can see, you can start seeing the grunginess of this. I did leave them to dry for about 3 hours the first time. This is just going to be really quick, less than an hour. and we'll see the finished product in a bit. Okay guys, so I did wait about an hour and a half. I had some things to do, but I think the longer that I waited, it made it fully dry. So I said 30 minutes, but probably about an hour and 30 minutes. So as you can tell, this is a long process, guys. It's not pretty fast. So that's the only thing about making your pages really grungy. It is a process, but I think that I love the way they came out. So at the end of the day, I think it is a little bit worth it. Sorry for my voice, guys. It is pretty late right now, so I don't want to wake anybody up in my house, but I wanted to get this video finished. So here are all the pages that I did today. And I'll just go ahead and flip through them really fast so you guys can see how grungy they came out. So this is the type of look that I, usually go for. And it'll all just depend on how much excess coffee you leave on the pages themselves when you're letting them dry. Some of them are still pretty light, like this one. It's still pretty grungy, but it's a lot lighter compared to something like this one. And if you guys follow me and watch my flip through of my journals, you do see a lot of pages like this. And a lot of you guys have asked me on how I get these pages. So I hope this tutorial helps. And I hope you guys can do it on your own journals. Because I just love the old and vintage and grungy look. And I feel like these pages make it look, at least my journals, that much better, in my opinion. But yeah, this is how I do it, guys. And excuse my this this is what I usually put on my table when I do my coffee dyeing and stuff like that, so it doesn't get too messy in the long run. But there you guys have it, and I hope it helped. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, leave comments, do all of that good stuff, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye guys.